Hey there. Welcome to the Easy Everyday English podcast. Here at Ninglish, you're going to learn how to say whatever's on your mind with confidence. Stick with me for 90 days. Keep these podcasts playing, and you'll start building a better version of yourself, step by step. To get the best results, repeat everything you hear out loud. Consistency is the key. Let's get the ball rolling. Welcome back to another episode of the Ninglish podcast. I'm your host, and today we are doing something life-changing. We're going to level up your English and your life simultaneously by diving deep into the wisdom of the legendary Steve Harvey. Steve isn't just a host. He's a man who climbed from the very bottom to the top of the world. Today, I'm going to share his 2 rules for success. We're going to speak his words, analyze his mindset, and I'll be sharing my own thoughts on why this formula is pure gold. Part 1. I've been under. Steve Harvey says that if you want to know how to get over, you've got to listen to someone who has been under. He's not some rich kid who started with a silver spoon. He says, I'm telling y'all how to get up 'cause I've been down. I'm telling you how to finish 'cause I got off to a bad start. He talks about flunking out of school, having a severe stuttering problem, being on his 3rd marriage, and living in a car for 3 years. He's not giving you a rich boy theory. He's giving you the truth from the trenches. My personal take, I absolutely love this part. You see, in life, we often feel ashamed of our bad starts. But as Steve suggests, your struggle is actually your credential. I strongly agree with him because you can't teach someone how to swim if you've never been in the water. His under gave him the authority to speak to our under. Part 2. The spiritual foundation. Steve Harvey is very clear. This is for people with faith. He says, this is for spiritual people only. If you don't believe in God, this ain't finna do nothing for you. You don't have to be a specific religion, but you have to know that God is God. Steve Harvey believes that you aren't here by accident. You aren't just here because of your parents. Someone started this whole thing. He says God created you and gave you simple tools to change your existence. Part 3. Law number 1. You have not 'cause you ask not. The first life-changing scripture Steve Harvey gives us is very simple. You have not 'cause you ask not. He says most people don't have the life of their dreams because they simply never asked God for it. They try to figure it out all by themselves. He asks, well, how that's working out for you? He tried that for 30 years and it didn't work. His advice? If you up your ask, he automatically ups his give. My personal take, this is so profound. We often settle for survival when we should be asking for abundance. I've noticed that in my own life, I often stop myself from dreaming big because I'm afraid of disappointment. But Steve is right. If we don't ask, the answer is always no. We need to up our ask starting today. Part 4. Law number 2. Write the vision. Habakkuk 2:2. The second reason people fail, according to Steve Harvey, is that they don't have their goals written down. He says every wealthy person he knows has a vision board. He refers to the scripture Habakkuk 2:2. Write the vision and make it plain so that he who reads it will run to it, for surely it will come at an appointed time. Steve's challenge to you: write down 300 things you want from God life. Be detailed. What car? What color? What house? How much in the bank? Read that list every single morning and every single night. He warns you, when you get to item number 75, your brain will lock up because you aren't conditioned to think way out there. But you must keep writing. My personal take, I'm 100% with Steve on this exercise. Writing 300 things forces you to move past your needs and start exploring your desires. It expands your imagination. When you make it plain on paper, it becomes a mission, not just a wish. Part 5. The 1-Year Miracle. Steve Harvey promises that if you read your list with expectation, you will be stunned. He says, 1 year from today, take a pen and check off anything that has happened. At minimum, 10% of your list will come true. He doesn't have pictures of dogs or sunsets on his phone or laptop. His wallpaper is his vision board. It's the signal he sends to God that he believes it's already done. Conclusion and what we learned. So what did we learn from Mr. Harvey today in this episode of Nenglish? Vocabulary. We learned terms like flunked out, failed, vision board, a collage of dreams, and make it plain, make it clear. The blueprint. Success isn't a magic trick. It's about asking and writing. Steve Harvey's life is proof that these principles work. He went from a car to a mansion because he dared to ask and he wrote it down. Now I want to hear from you. Don't just listen, act. I want you to go grab a piece of paper right now and write down the first 5 things from your list of 300. Post one of them in the comments or send it to me. Let's start upping our ask together. Thank you for listening to Nenglish. Read your list, keep your faith, and I'll see you in the next episode.